Hi everyone, welcome to Science Gal Aquatics. I'm Carrie, and tonight I have an extra special guest with us tonight. Thank you so much for being here, super last minute.
Yeah, no problem.
Welcome. But we have Haley.
Haley from Oddball Aquatics. What's up? I made it.
Yes, and again, this was super last minute, so thank you so much for being here and chit-chatting about whatever you want to talk about.
Whatever you want to talk about, I'm here. Whatever we're talking about in the chat, I'm watching my kids, so this could get interesting. But let's see what happens.
He's upstairs, fresh out of school, super feisty. So we'll take this as long as we can.
Right? It's going to be an interesting stream, to say the least. We'll see whose kid,
Yeah,
does the running.
Other than that, are you well? Are you good? How things?
I am tired.
Busy?
So next week, I give my first talk at our aquarium club.
Mm-hmm.
And on the exact same night, I have 2 international shipments coming in at work, which I have to be there for, which will probably be there at like midnight. So I'm super tired. We're doing our first face-to-face meeting since the whole shutdown thing happened with our club. So we've got to deal with that and working 40 hours a week. And I'm tired. I'm trying to do YouTube on the top of that.
Yeah, well, I haven't been very good on the video front.
Me neither.
It seems like the preschool prep and school routine and getting everybody kind of back in the swing of things has kind of taken a front seat to everything YouTube related.
Yeah, the school thing is new this year for us, so it's definitely been interesting. And I'm trying to get her dressed in the morning, and she's already outgrown all of her pants in the last 3 weeks. So
does she go all day, or does she go half a day?
Yeah, all day.
All day.
Yep.
Because she's in kindergarten, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's what I thought. I was pretty sure she's kindergarten.
Yeah, kindergarten. She goes all day. Yeah. Yes, Rob, we are having the meeting in person at the next meeting, and I am the speaker, and I have to write my talk tomorrow. This next week. So,
You'll do great. You know everything.
I'm not sure. That's 100% not true, first of all. Second of all, I'm trying to make this a motivational speech as much as it is an informative speech about ropefish. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to make it the live your best life thing. I'm trying to roll it all into one. So it's going to be interesting, to say the least.
You'll do great, because you'll breed them and you'll know everything, and you'll write the book and everybody will ask you everything about everything.
I wish the ropefish would listen to you, because they just don't care. They're just nope, we're just happy living our lives. We don't, there's nothing. And the last part of the talk about ropefish is going to be what I'm trying next. How far am I willing to go? Am I going to build a Faraday cage around my ropefish pond? That's where we're really headed.
Yeah, because you want them to be half in the pond, half kind of on the surface outside the pond, feeding on insects, right?
Kind of.
Whenever they want to come out.
Yeah, they come out whenever they want to. Most of the time it's at night. And they just jump out and grab food and jump back in. It's not like they come out and hang out.
Hang out.
They just jump out of it, or they'll sit real close to the surface. But for the breeding stuff, I really think that it's going to be important to lower the amount of hertz. And by hertz, I mean the electro waves or whatever that are in the area around them, because I really think that it's messing with their ability to function.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you think, from what I understand listening to you a while ago, they're bred in the most lightning striking area?
Right, the place where they come from in Africa. So there's 2 places. It's
really stormy.
Yeah, it has the most lightning in the entire world. There is a thunderstorm. I've been tracking the
I remember
weather.
You showed it on your phone one time, and I was like, there you go.
I track the weather where the ropefish come from, and there's literally, it's the same temperature. There's a thunderstorm every single day with lightning, the whole 9 yards. I don't know if that has anything to do with like triggering them to breed, because also there's the age factor, because they don't breed until they're like 15 years old, which is crazy. So,
super mature.
Yeah, well, and you never know how old yours are because they're all wild caught. So it's like I could be waiting a year and a half. I could be waiting 6 years. No one knows, especially me.
Well, there's so many different factors. It could be any one thing, and then that one thing could be interconnected to something else, and it's like this magical moment, and you're like, but
and here I am sitting here going, I hit them with cold water. I gave them all the food. Why won't they do it? I don't get it.
The biggest achievements, like the greatest achievements, take the hardest amount of work because they test you.
It's insane. Well,
how
because
bad do you want this? And you're
if
like,
it was easy, somebody would have already done it. Like, and people have already done it, but
you don't live, correct?
Right. Like, they can't get them to live past a certain age, which is the struggle with my puffers right now. Is I can't produce enough of the food that they need in the first 30 days to keep them alive to get them onto baby brine shrimp.
Right.
And it's driving me absolutely insane.
I bet it is.
Like, I've stopped pulling the eggs because I don't want to watch any more of them die until I have like a foolproof plan, and I have no time to make said plan.
Yes.
Yeah. It's not been great. It's not been great.
Well,
and one of my Bashirs died.
Sad in this hobby.
So mad.
There's been days where I'm like, everything I touch, it's not working. Like last week, I lost 2 bettas or betas, however you prefer. So both
pick one.
Yeah, passed. Then one of the male pike live bearers passed away, so I'm down to a trio. And then there was something else I felt like happened, but it wasn't anything nearly as bad. But it was like, really?
One after the other.
I just want to block out this week and try again.
Yeah, this week started losing one of my Bashirs, my Delhaize Bashir that I've had forever. Like, I've had it since, when did I get it? I want to say Chicago last year. Not Aquashella, but I think it was a GCCA thing. I think Gino gave it to me from Pleco Paradise. But he was huge. He was like yay big. And he was fine. And I came in the morning. He was fine. I turned the light on. I looked down. Everybody's fine. Checked on everybody. Went to go to the bathroom. Came back from the bathroom. He was dead. Yep.
That's how it was with these bettas. I got them when we were all together at one of the Aquashellas. They were fine. They were eating. And when I came down here and and I was like, really? Within days of each other?
Oh, man, I was so mad.
It's like, come on now.
Even floated all the way to the bottom. It was like he just died. He had to have hit himself on something in the tank, like spooked himself or something. But I don't know.
Well, the arowana upstairs, when we were on vacation, when my mom was watching him, he took an epic jump. And he was babysitting my son, and he was in the other room. They were kind of checking on the dogs and the cat and everything. And Brian's like, there's a huge scream, Mom. And food went flying. And he scraped. He usually jumps just to get my attention, but he doesn't always hit anything. You just hear the water kind of flapping. Right. But that one, he must have jumped really good or hit something because he's got a big old scratch across his face. And I was like, oh.
Well, I've got polycarbonate lids, so if he jumped into the lid, it shouldn't have killed him. But I really think he jumped into that piece of wood I put in there.
Yeah, I have all kinds of lids. I have plexiglass lids. I have glass lids. I have the whatever you just called that. I have that.
Polycarbonate.
I have lids. I have Fluval light lids. I have like stuff just like the chicken wire with clamps. I have all kinds of different types of lids.
Rob wants to know if I need him to film my talk next meeting. Yeah, I'm gonna have you run my phone while we live stream it. And then
you guys live pretty close.
Yeah, with like a half hour.
I always forget that.
It helps. Tiny people of the world unite, right, Rob?
Yeah.
Daniken came over to Lucas's, Daniken Aquatics,
Uh-huh.
and he thought I was tall. Like, he was like, man, I
That's
thought you were
such a big
tall. I don't
compliment.
understand. I'm like, I'm very short. I'm so sorry.
Like, it's one of those things that are not, like, probably should be all that important on the grand schemes of lists of important things. But when someone asks me to grab something off the top shelf,
I'm like, okay, I can do it.
Yes, I can do this. I'm going to take too much pride. And I might still have to climb, but I'm going to get this.
Right? Yeah, definitely, for sure. But yeah, he was like, I thought you were going to be taller. And I'm like, oh, well, no, sorry.
Not.
I'm travel size for your convenience.
I have long arms, but that's about it. Everything else is like child size.
I don't have long arms. I have little, I am a small humanoid in all aspects.
And we have, that's the reason I think we're cousins somehow distantly, because we have too much in common. We like are built alike. We have the same struggle.
Same husband.
Yeah, pretty much.
Same name.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I just went to the beach, but you hadn't been to the beach, and that was something I was like,
yeah.
I was like, neither have I.
I've never seen the ocean. Was it amazing?
I tried to FaceTime you, and I talked to Jesse in the car. We had like 12 hours, and for every time we talked, I was like, I want to call Haley, but I don't want her to get mad and think that I'm rubbing it in her face. But
like, look, I made it.
I really want to share this with her.
You should have called me.
All the things that we were talking about, I was like, I don't want to think I'm being rude and be like, look at me. But I'm like, this is something I can experience.
That's cool, though. At least one of us made it. I'm going to make it one day, but
it was
today.
the last minute and like just random, because neither one of us do things like that. That I was like, in the whole trip, I was talking about you.
That's
I was like,
girl.
This is cool. And I was like, yeah, she's my friend.
No, that's so. Yeah, I don't know that I would look half as cute as you did on the beach, though, because I don't know if I can rock that hat, but that was a fabulous hat that you had.
Well, that was an Amazon special. It was the cheapest one on Amazon when you went to like sun hat, and I don't wear hats because like my
check on a kid.
Is she need a
She's
minute?
Yelling at me. Yeah, give me 2
Go
seconds.
for it. Go for it. Jesse's here. He'll talk.
Okay, I got it.
But yeah, welcome to the chat. Thanks you guys for coming hanging out with me. Rob's here, and Lumpy Dog's here, and Tiffany White's here. Amber's here. John Larson's here. Thank you guys. Holly Gibbs is here. Thank you for being here and hanging out with us. This was kind of a last minute thing, and I'm glad she said yes.
Okay, I'm so sorry. All right.
Fine. Anytime you need to step away, I get it.
Okay, they don't need to know about your problems. Go on. Oh, Jesus. 5-year-olds. 5-year-olds.
It's like
so much fun.
they don't want anything to do with you until you have something to do. And then all of a sudden you're like, all this stuff I want to show you. And I was
let me tell you all the things. Well, but you know. Yeah. She tells me all the time at school. I'm like, what did you do at school? And she's like, I don't want to tell you. And I'm like, why don't you want to tell me? And she's like, sometimes kids just don't want to tell their parents things. I'm like, well, that's good. You're 5.
Yeah.
I'm in big trouble.
Tells me when he's in trouble, he's like, parents and moms should not treat their kids like this. I'm like, but you're the one in trouble.
She tells me all the time that parents shouldn't make their kids sad. You're making me sad. And parents shouldn't make their kids sad.
That must be a YouTube video somewhere that they're all watching, because he says the same thing.
I'm like, I hear you. Sit down and watch your show. Okay.
I do have a question that you might be able to help me with, and I'm assuming you can, since I ordered the Pearl Galaxy rice fish from Aquatic Arts that you work at so wonderfully. I have got them to breed.
Oh, good job.
But they're out of like probably the 100. It seems like there's 100 of them in that tub because I separated them.
Right.
There's like 3, possibly 4 that are like a really pretty pinkish rose gold.
Ooh.
And do you know if that's something that you've seen and they have a name, or is it something that's just like they're still the same fish, they're just slightly, because they're not like a pink, but they're like a rosy gold, like a pinkish gold, if that makes any sense. But
it does make sense. I don't know.
But it's not often out of all those fry, because I just pick up the plants, take the eggs, and move them. So whatever hatches, and whenever the frog doesn't get in there, they all seem to live. But they have the same personality as the pearl ones.
Mm-hmm.
The blue daisy ones seem to be more skittish. I don't see them as often. But they have the same personality. They're always at the top and swimming around really fast, but they're pinkish. So
maybe they're just getting a suntan?
Maybe. I was going to keep them separated because I was going to keep most of them outside as long as I possibly can. Mm-hmm. If I have to heat them a little bit, I have a bunch of extra heaters I can stick out there.
Right.
But I wanted to try to separate them and just to see what I get from them.
Yeah, you should definitely separate them, because if that's like a really nicely colored line that you straighten out, you should do that 100%.
Like I like the blue ones too, and they seem to be more active. I have them in one of these tanks behind me. You can't see actually, but they hide down towards the substrate, and they don't come up very often. But those pearl ones, they're always at the surface hanging out. And I was like, they act more like them, but the white ones are beautiful too. But these are just something that I noticed that's different. That I was
if they stick out, for sure. Pull them and separate them. I would treat them just like something that I wanted to line breed in guppies.
Yeah, and that's the plan. Yeah. That's the plan. But I'll either have to get another tub outside or go ahead and bring them in here, because I'll have 220 long set up, and they're both empty out of those two. So whichever one and I think I have a 5-gallon. Once I move those into the bigger tank, some of the guppies into a bigger tank, I'll have a 5-gallon set up too. But I was I
gotta go tomorrow, because the bear has a tank set up at the school that he's a janitor at. Mm-hmm. And I gotta go take all the plants and fish back in there, because right before the shutdown, he rescued all those fish from that tank, and I've been housing them here, and I'm like, I'm done. I don't want these fish anymore. I'm not breeding these fish. They're taking up my tank space. There's too many of them. I'm over it. Let's go. Mm-hmm. So we gotta go do that. I gotta separate those gobies out of there.
Every time you think you're caught up, there's always something else that you're like, I'm not caught up.
No, there's a million things. And I got baby Bettas in that hang on the front right there.
You said you wanted to do that one time, right?
I did it one time. I got 2 babies. It's not even enough to bap.
Well,
so now I got to do it again.
I get the few times I've kept them in the past, I've had the males make a bubble nest. Mm-hmm. And I put a female in with him, one male, one time, and she destroyed him.
Wow.
So I separated them and just let them live apart for the rest of their lives. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I'm never going to do that again.
What, Jaden? No. Okay. All right.
I wish I had a local fish club that was actually local and not 3-hour drive.
Wait a minute. Was that Jesse?
No. Well,
I just heard somebody
here.
laugh. Yeah, I'm like, I just heard a dude laugh, Carrie. There's a dude somewhere laughing.
Oh, this guy?
Oh, yeah.
What's up, Haley?
Hi.
we evenly both got.
They're in my ear, baby. You can't hear them.
Oh, can I hear?
No, okay.
Hi.
Now you're talking to the kid. I can't even hear anymore. So
what's up, James?
Can you hear him?
Hear you.
Can I have that back?
Say hi.
That's Jesse.
Flipping guy.
Hey, get over there with your mouth.
That flipping guy.
Get over there with your mouth.
He is that.
I see where your mouth is. Go play your game or you're going to get in trouble.
Do you have a long drive? I feel like your fish club's really close.
Do you have a long drive to my fish club? Mm-hmm. No, it's like a half an hour.
half an hour.
Yeah.
Mine's like an hour and a half away. So
Oh,
it's
wow.
not a horrible drive, but it's a drive. And I try to go to meetings, but I usually just go to auctions.
Yeah, I will drive. I don't care where it is, though. If you have some club stuff going on, I'm showing up because I'm tired of there being nothing happening. There's no Maasai, there's no GCCA, there's nobody talking, there's nobody. I think
ours, the Maasai, I think ours is open, but it's very limited. But it's been a long time since I read the email, so I could be wrong. But I feel like they're having an auction or a swap or something coming up soon, but I could be wrong.
Somebody in Evansville's doing one of those trunk things again too.
Try it.
There was something else. I forget what it was.
Yeah, I thought was it you or someone was saying something about a trunk show where it was
we're doing another one with our club on the 27th of September, which is my birthday. But whatever, like I didn't want to do anything for my birthday, but fish stuff. I know there's always something fish happening on my birthday. We're doing that trunk swap the 27th. There's one going on in Evansville, I think. That's like an every 2 week thing, and then something else. Bag swap next month. I don't know where at. Arcas. I don't know how to pronounce your name.
somewhere.
But yeah, Tropical Magic, the one in South Bend, that's turned into an auction only. It's not a show, so I got to go to that. I'm not sure what day that is. I think it's the 17th, like 2 weeks from now.
That'd be fun.
Oh, Maasai bag swap next month. Okay.
Well, that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
So
I want to go.
Where's that?
Yeah, I want to go to that one too. I'm going to go to a bunch of them in the next couple of months because I want to end out the year with something.
I need some guppies. I need more guppies. I feel like
you can
my
have my
strongest. What?
I said you can have my pond guppies.
I'll take any guppy. I feel like some of the lines that were really strong last year are not so strong right now, and I either need to add more of the same kind or get some new ones. They're getting kind of weak.
Yeah.
I need to do something. But
I have an entire pond on my front porch that we went through at Aquatic Arts and pulled all of the little random straggler guppies and babies that have been born in tanks where we didn't have any more of that line and all those. And I just brought them all home and put them in the tub. So there's like every different kind of guppy and inler in there.
Yeah.
I'll take them.
Yeah. Take them.
You can have them.
Right now, this one that's behind me, this one, it's the mutt guppy tank above his head.
Yeah, I could fill that thing right now.
And
Perfect.
most of the adults that were in that tank I've had for like 3+ years, so they've slowly kind of withered back, and now it's tons and tons of fry. So they're getting bigger, but it's going to take a while for them to grow up. But there's tons and tons of fry. They're just too kind of small to pick up.
Right.
But I added a bunch of plants from you.
I got more.
All my tanks.
I need to update my website. I got so many more plants that need to go on there. What, dog?
What do you want to put up there? What's coming? So I know what I need to shop.
A bunch more of the same stuff. I've got a bunch of jungle val that needs to go, and I'm debating whether or not I should pull a bunch more of these crypts out. And I'm gonna start selling this Kabamba off, and a bunch more of that Ludwigia. That Ludwigia just won't stop growing.
Yeah.
I suppose that if we start having face-to-face meetings at the club again, though, I can just take it to the club.
Yeah.
But then I won't have it for my website, so there's that. I don't know.
So many.
But on the website, I gotta ship it, and it becomes a thing. I gotta go to the post office.
It's so rough being so popular.
I'm not popular. I've got so many baskets of crap going on.
Oh, you're the coolest. Your plants are really good. So if you do need plants, I forget. It's
Aquarium dragon.
yeah.
Aquarium dragon.
I knew the dragon. I was like water dragon or aquarium. I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And
check
we
out that
also-
website.
And
because it's a good
also,
plan.
we just got a bunch of plants in at Aquatic Arts. If you're looking for fish or plants, you can also check there too. Aquaticarts.com.
I had to ground myself from that website. I was like, no
Oh.
more. I have to stop buying fish for just a little while.
Look at this little Ewok. This is an Ewok. Fish Tank Barn. What's up, Fish Tank Barn?
Yes, welcome.
Get my Ewok.
Welcome to the chat. He's cute.
Ugh, she's a pain in the butt.
Yeah, we have a new puppy outside, and let me tell you,
The puppy thing, I'm over it. I'm over
I
the
am
puppy.
too.
You see this?
it's the same version of what we had out there before, and they dig lovely, lovely holes in the yard.
See
They're
that?
great at catching moles, but when you don't have a mole and they're still digging holes,
I'm gonna find that mole.
it's awful.
Find that mole and I'm gonna eat it. No, this one just likes to chew on everything.
Uh-huh.
She thinks that she needs to see this.
Yeah, our smaller dog, I have a long-haired Chihuahua upstairs too, and he likes to steal food. If you
Yeah, this
turn
one is
your back
dangerous.
for a second, he will just. And I've had him for
Snatch it.
9 years, and no matter what I do, he still does that.
Yeah, I'm working on trying to train this one. Kasha from Creative Pet Keeping is trying to help me train this dog, but
Well, if there's any dogs to model any dog behavior after, Banana is like
right? Why can't
perfect
you be
dog.
more like Banana? Can't you be more like Banana?
I've never been around such a well-behaved puppy.
Banana is the best dog ever. You need to be more like Banana.
Uh-huh.
Have you met Banana? I will introduce you.
Mm-hmm.
You will be like Banana.
I felt bad because there was, what was it, like 2 months ago now? There was an accident with Banana, and everything
Oh,
seems
yeah.
to be fine. But I was like, no.
Yeah, I'm like, look at this. And also, she grabs my hand. Do you see the
Yeah,
hand
that's what
grabbing?
Peppy does when you. He's like hugging me. He's hugging me. Look at that.
Oh, here, take your dog. No, not under there. Get out from under there. Take this dog. Take the dog. Take the dog. It's your dog. I got it for you for Christmas. It's your dog.
Uh-huh.
Take it and love it.
I got the puppy for it was his birthday present, and somehow it's turned into my responsibility.
Right? This is your dog. Hey,
Not my birthday present.
I can't hear you now. The dog's gone, and the kid took my thing. Hey, what did I say? What did I say about the candy? Do you want to? Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'll be good. I'll be good.
That's how you parent. Hey,
Hers is candy and Brighton's is V-Bucks.
yeah, she doesn't know what that is yet. Shh. I mean, every time you are trying all this, you're just getting one step closer to not getting any candy. And we're gonna go to the store, and you're gonna say, "Mommy, can I have a candy?" And I'm gonna say no because you didn't listen to me.
Mm-hmm.
Make a good choice.
The joys of
Uh-huh.
parenting.
Uh-huh. Do you keep shrimp still?
Yeah.
You do? Didn't you have a vampire shrimp?
I still have vampire shrimp. Yeah, they're in my 40-gallon breeder with my featherback knifefish.
That's right. I was like, I feel like you did. I'm getting into shrimp slowly but surely, but I don't know. They
I
seem
just put them all together.
Do ya?
Yeah, I put all the different colors together.
Mm-hmm.
I spent 4 hours this morning culling wilds out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put them in a separate take. I started with cherries, some kind of cherries. And then from there, I got yellows.
You go get it. It's your dog. Oh my gosh.
Gotta love them.
Right? I'm gonna lose.
And as soon as we're done, she won't have anything to do with anybody.
Right? She'll be
Like,
like,
oh, I'm
she'll be
good
on her
now.
tablet, completely ignoring me.
Yeah.
She swallowed what? Tiny something. But you don't know what it was.
Tell me it was a Lego.
It was a tiny toy from your animal set. Well, she'll poop it out eventually.
Yeah.
We'll get it back.
We have a question. Do vampire shrimp breed in freshwater, or are they brackish breeders, like a mono shrimp?
I'm pretty sure they're brackish breeders. Yeah.
Brackish breeders.
Update. The dog did not swallow it.
No. Okay, good.
All right, back to the couch. Thank you.
I had 2 mono shrimp in this 20 long right behind me, and I swear, I don't know how, but out of the 2 now I have 3.
Somehow. Some people have said that they've been able to breed them in freshwater, and some people say it's impossible.
Yeah, it's never happened again. Never seen another one.
I've got 6, and they always are buried. They always have babies like hanging off of them, and then nothing. So I just treat it as free fish food. They're in with my splash tetras. Trying to get my splash tetras to breed.
From those, I know that you've had them for about 8 months? Not quite a year, have you?
The splash tetras? I've had them since Maryland.
Maryland, yeah. Okay. So I feel like it's been a little bit. 6 months.
Yeah, they still haven't bred yet though.
No.
Fish Tank Barn said, "Make her get the toy back. She'll never leave anything on the floor again." Yeah, right.
yeah, it'll be you.
You know how many things that dog has destroyed that have destroyed her world, and she still leaves crap on the floor.
No, the one thing in Brighton's life that destroyed him the most, I think, we cut down a pine tree.
Oh my gosh, how dare you!
And that to him was the most epic Christmas tree.
Oh yeah.
In the world, and we're like, but it needs to go, and he was mad at us for I swear weeks. I was like, but it'll grow back. I'm sure eventually we'll have to do it again, but they don't grow back.
It's a conifer.
But
it's a conifer.
Whatever.
Captain Trees over there.
Yeah, that's his
tree cutter.
job.
Knows all about it.
Oh my gosh. I don't know anything about anything outside. I know that it's a plant, and I know some are prettier than the others, but
I know a little bit about some trees.
I had to learn about them in most of my biology classes, so I know the inner workings, but to tell one species from another,
I can tell a few different species from another, but not always. I know the difference between a maple and a dogwood and a pine tree, an evergreen, whatever you want to call it. But that's about it.
Yeah, I don't.
Is that a redwood? I don't know. Birch, something. I don't know.
Yeah, don't have a discussion about trees with Jesse.
Yeah, you getting all worked up over there.
I don't. It doesn't end well for me.
You don't know nothing about trees.
I'm sorry. That's why
tree
I have
master.
Anytime I have any type of questions, I come to you about it, and you solve them, and then I move on.
Right? What is this leaf? Okay, thank you.
Because I like keeping. There's a Missouri catawba tree here, and I know what they look like now.
But it didn't back then.
And the shrimp really, really like to eat them, and they work kind of like the West almond leaves, just not as potent. Right. They're not potent.
They don't make it as much tea.
Yeah, so if anything's sick or anything, I'll use them, and it helps tremendously. Yep. Or I'll pick a couple of them, and I'll pick them when they fall, and then I'll boil them, put them in a bunch of underneath some wood and clamp it and forget about it for 6 months. And then I'll put them away, and I'll throw 1 or 2 of them in the tank when I need to or something for the shrimp. But they really gobble them up, and I was surprised. I have
a bucket.
Do ya?
Just full of just nastiness. And
yeah.
When I need to feed something, I'm like, here you go.
Yeah, I have all those little different ones from my aquarium box that I don't even know what is versus what, but they always work well. Different cave, and I have a trash bag full of leaves, and then all kinds of goodies.
Leaves, all kinds of nonsense.
Yep, you never know.
Jungle pods.
Yeah, I got all kinds. The aquarium box stuff was awesome. Jesse got it for me for Christmas. That was my Christmas present, and everything in there. I was like, this is so neat, but I don't know how to use it.
Right? I didn't need this yet.
But for the Tetras, I feel like they need some botanicals down in there for the carry Tetras.
Yeah.
And then the Splendens.
We have a Tetra. We have a kitty Tetra at Aquatic Arts.
Yeah.
And I was like, what?
Never heard of that one.
Me neither. I was like, what is that?
Sounds cute.
So weird.
Yeah, I have to stop buying. I just need to concentrate on guppies right now. But every time I talk to you guys or I watch a chat, I'm like,
we're like, here's this new thing. Check
now
it
I
out.
like that one.
Speaking of new things, I got these giant rabbit snails. Like, they're ridiculously huge.
Uh-huh.
And they move so slow. Hang on, I gotta show you these. These are amazing. Hang on, can I switch this camera? Oh, nope, I can turn it off. Okay. I don't know if you can see these, but can you see these snails?
Oh my goodness.
Whoa.
Dang.
They're
That's a snail.
huge.
That's crazy.
They're absolutely huge.
Yeah.
And they move so slow.
I can
Do you
imagine.
see my Denison barbs? My gold Denison barbs?
Uh-huh. Those are cute. Those are pretty.
They're awesome, but they're like all kinds of different. And then like this guy's blind,
Uh-huh.
so he just kind of bumps himself around. And then I also got these Tiger Hill Stream loaches.
Uh-huh.
Can you see him? I can't see what I'm filming. This is horrible content.
The dang light I always get that dang reflection
Well,
too.
I can't get my stupid camera to flip around, so I'm like
No,
trying
you're-
to look at it with you. Wait.
Wait for
Up.
it.
No, because I'm like, okay, why is it?
Whatever.
I can't do it. I don't know how. Oh wait, there's one right here on the glass. I'm an idiot. Tiger Hill Stream loach.
Yeah, those are cool. I've seen them
Yeah.
in person twice, I believe, and I've always contemplated getting them, but I don't know that much about them.
I don't know that much about them either, but I'm gonna figure out how to breed them. I swear.
Mm-hmm. They always
so
look
cute.
cool. Yeah, something slightly different, but still kind of helps maintain the tank a little bit. That's why I like shrimp so much. They're always helping you out.
Yeah, except when you get so many of them that they just like overpopulate a tank.
Well, see, that's my problem. I see shrimplets because I had the cherry shrimp. And
Yeah.
from the cherry shrimp, I got yellow shrimp and like wild shrimp.
Yep.
And some really deep, they all kind of look purple, but they're really deep red, purpley colors. And then we bought some blue dreams that are in just a separate tank. And
Right.
I always see the shrimplets, but I don't feel like I'm getting as many as I probably should be getting. So I took a little bit of this because I had a bunch of snails. And I thought maybe that was taking some of the calcium or something out of the water.
Right.
And the ones behind me are in, I think that one's gravel and a little bit of sand. One of them's in crushed coral. And then some more are in some fluval stratum. So I have them kind of in every different tank. But
Right.
I didn't know if you had any advice on making.
I keep mine on sand. This is a dirted. So this 50 low boy
Uh-huh.
is just regular potting soil with a layer of pool filter sand and plants.
Okay.
And this is all shrimps. Like
Okay.
all of that is shrimps.
Yeah. All the little.
Yeah.
polka
That you can't really see because it's far away. But yeah, shrimps everywhere.
I'm so jealous of it being I want one of those 50
I
gallon.
love this tank so much because I can sit here.
One time and I walked away and now I regret it.
I can sit here and mess with it, and
No.
it's just, and I don't even have to get my fingers wet. So yeah, because I have OCD, so I don't want to touch this water.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was cleaning downstairs on the basement again, like disinfecting the kids area with all kinds of disinfectant and bleach. And I was like, now I can't go in the fish room for like a day.
Right? Jeez.
So
Every time I go to work, I have to disinfect myself before I touch anything in my fish room because it's like my OCD kicks in and it's all cross contamination and nonsense. And jeez.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Don't forget about Louise.
Jeez Louise. So do you think Chicago's going to happen?
I don't know.
Me neither.
okay, I don't like traveling in snow and ice. I'm terrified of it. I had it wasn't like a wreck that was anything serious, but it totaled my car. And I was already a nervous driver anyway, and that just kind of peaked it. Right. And going in to Chicago, because that one's over Halloween and November 1st, right?
Yes.
I'm still nervous that it's going to be too snowy. So I hope it happens, but because I'm nervous about all of that, I'm sure it's going to happen. And the whole time I'm going to be like, ah!
Yeah, I'll believe Chicago when I see it too, Fish Tank Barn. I'm ready. I want it.
Because
I want it to happen.
I want it to happen too, but I wish it was like the 1st or 2nd or something, because with the kids trick-or-treating.
Right, that's what's killing me the most. Is either I bring my kid. Mm-hmm. Yeah, either I bring my kid and
but trick-or-treating, guys, is not going to be the same this year, all because of this.
It won't be the same.
You might as well just give your kids a big giant bag of candy and say Happy Halloween.
Right? I do that a lot anyways, just because I'm like, we went to 3 houses, yay.
Yeah, well, see, Brian, he's like me. He doesn't like sweets, all that. So he likes going to trick-or-treating and getting the candy. But the last like 15, 20 minutes that we're going, he gives his candy out to other people on the sidewalk. Aww. So he doesn't come home with that much candy because he likes getting it and going up and like looking at all the costumes, but he doesn't really like keeping it. My
kid is a sugar fiend. Her problem is she will open a candy, she'll take one lick of it or whatever, and then she'll put it down and be like, I'll save that for later. So I eat her Halloween candy. What? Oh, we lost Carrie. She's gone. Okay, well, it's me. I'm getting yelled at by a child. She's gonna get some Skittles at the store.
I'm back.
Oh, look, Carrie's back.
What happened?
I don't know. Looking at the chat.
Hey. I lost my ears again. Yeah, I'll put in the other ear.
She's got the cutest little laugh, though.
Do you have the cutest laugh? You're silly. Here, it's right here. She's so crazy.
Who was that?
That was Jesse. He burped.
No, I didn't burp. I was laughing at you.
He was laughing at you.
You're so funny. Don't laugh at me. Can't get that out of my ear.
You can't get that out of your ear?
Is it stuck?
I can't get it.
It goes in the other ear, Dingle.
Are you stuck?
Are you stuck?
I'm not stuck.
She's not stuck. Oh. She can't put that thing in her ear, though.
The earbuds hurt.
They're the same thing. You can't just put the other one in and it's different. It's the same deal. Is that better?
Brian's got a bigger head than I do, and he can wear all that stuff, but those earpods hurt my ears.
I don't really like them all that much, but this one stays in, so... Are you gonna make it? Did you get it in there?
Nope.
Nope. This goes
all right,
in the other ear.
You gotta get to chatting, Jaden. Hurry up.
What's your favorite fish?
What's your favorite fish, Jaden?
Well, let me point to it.
Oh, she's gonna
point to it.
I'll show you my favorite snail.
That's your favorite fish? That's the blue Galaris.
That one's pretty cool.
My favorite snails.
Where's your favorite snails? Is that the new snails? Those big ones?
Yeah, those are cool.
Yeah, you like those? She's crazy. Oh, wait just a second.
I wish I had their energy now.
Right?
I was like, how do you all the time? It takes me like 3 coffees and a Red Bull
to get out of bed.
Yeah.
If we don't have coffee in the morning, I'm like,
I'm there right when they open if I can. I'm like,
I can't find the black bowl.
Caffeine.
Almost keep waiting.
No, you don't need my earphone. Okay. Gonna keep losing it.
Oh,
there you go. Hey, what fish did mommy just breed? The betta fish.
The betta fish.
Don't yell. You don't have to yell.
I'm just so excited.
You can just talk normal.
I'd be excited too.
Yeah, fish are really exciting.
And what fish does mommy really want to breed?
The blue gulash.
No, I don't want to breed the blue gularis.
What's her
What's my favorite
fish? Your mom's favorite fish.
Come on, what is it?
Red bars.
Red barbs? No. No. Whose kid are you?
Yeah.
Ropefish. Dingle. Ropefish forever, ropefish for life.
Uh-huh.
Don't you like Queen Barb? Those are barb fish.
I like Queen Barb, but she's not a barb fish. She's a troll.
Well,
She's a hard rock troll.
those fishes up there are called barb fish, right?
Those fishes down there are called splash tetras because I moved the barbs up to that tank up there when you weren't looking. Yeah, you weren't looking and I moved them.
Work's never done. Work's never done.
Well, Jaden, you did a good job. We got a whole chat going on about what to put in with Bettas and whether Dallas is going to happen. There's like all kinds of comments just floating through.
I hope they both happen.
Yeah, I hope they both happen. And if they both happen, I'm gonna be at both.
I'm gonna try my darndest for sure. And then isn't there another type of little meetup in October in Tennessee?
There was supposed to be, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
No? Okay.
No.
I'm so behind on everything.
I was talking to James about it and it's not looking great.
No.
No.
They all live in Tennessee. That's
Yeah,
like
they do.
a huge I'm like, I
They're
want
all
to
there
live
together.
in
I
Tennessee
want
too.
to go, right? I feel the same way about Seattle though.
Uh-huh.
Like, I want to go. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
They all live in Tennessee. It should be a fish/moonshine festival. Duh.
It kind of already is.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll be back, guys. Stop talking for a second.
Okay, she'll be back. Stop
I'll be
talking.
waiting. She's the coolest part of the show.
Ugh, right? I stopped. Go sit down. Mm.
I stopped. So sit down.
Yeah, I
Anywho,
definitely hope they all happen, and I definitely can't wait to go because I miss seeing everybody
yeah, me too.
for sure.
I'm over the non-fish happenings because I need to run auctions.
Yeah, it's a
This
super
is-
hidden talent that we never knew you had. That you're
Right,
making
and then shut down. It was like when they're passing out
Uh-huh.
the like this is your special skill cards, right?
Yeah.
And like I finally got mine, and then they were like, and close it.
Mommy, how long is this like?
This live stream is 10 more minutes. Can you wait 10 more minutes and then we'll go to the store? Thank you.
We're almost done.
I'm gonna have to play a video game. You need
Haley
to
needs to-
Well, you better go play a video game.
They may have auctioneer school.
Do they have auctioneer schools?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is that
I'm
a
Yes,
thing?
they do. They have
All
auctioneer
the
school.
clubs will
Dude, I
have-
bet you that is hardcore old boys club.
Uh-huh.
Like
We go-
Fish
my
Club
mom
was
goes-
hard
Yeah,
enough.
but you'd fit right in.
Yeah, you're
You
good.
just jump right in there and be like,
This
I
is-
got this.
That's
My mom
true,
goes
but
to cattle auction every couple weeks. You could do. You're better at fish auctions than those cattle auctions. You're way better.
I don't know if I could do the cattle the fast
But you were still doing really good.
I mean, I can
I got a 10,
move.
I got a 20, I got a 20, I got a 15, got a
Right,
15,
20, 20,
going once, going once, going twice.
The
can barely say my
faster I
own
got, well, the faster I got, the more, well, and that could have been the Jack and Coke. The faster I got, the more I was messing up bids. I was like, I've got 25, do I hear 20? Like I was going backwards
Uh-huh.
for some reason. So either less Jack and Coke or not so fast. I don't know.
You were still. We were watching it. I never hooked my phone up. Usually I just watch it on my phone and type. But that night we were like, let's hook it up to the TV and just
Oh
watch
my
it
gosh,
go.
great.
So
on
I
the big
couldn't
screen.
type.
Yeah, I put you
But
on the
we
big
put
screen.
you on the big TV.
God.
And me and Jesse had snacks. And we were like, man, this is the best entertainment of the night. And you were doing so great. And we were kind of nervous in the beginning. I'm not going to lie. I'm like, I hope she does okay. I bet she's nervous, but she'll be good. And then you started and we're like,
Yeah, I wasn't nervous.
you
There was
were
no.
so good.
I was, however, I don't know, I wish I knew the fish better. It was
Yeah.
all cichlids. And
Yeah.
it's like everything that I knew something about, I could comment and get in there and, do. But other than that, I was like, we got another cichlid. Mike's gonna read the name, and I'm gonna. What do you got? $5? I don't know. Is it a $30 fish? Sure, let's go there.
We'll see.
But that's like at any big auction, you have handlers, and handlers talk about the item. All you have to do is call out the numbers. Yep.
And look at people and cards.
Yep. That's all you got to do. The handlers are supposed to describe it, not you.
Well,
I
you guys as a team
handlers.
did great.
Right?
I wanted to be like, I put my bid in.
We're gonna be a traveling auctioneer team.
Well,
Mike reads the bags, and if anybody comes after my handler, then I have to shut them down, like Smiles and that guy.
And we'll all be there in the chat backing you up.
Right? And I need like an entire internet of people just going, sit down. Oh, so good. I didn't even know that was happening until after it happened. Like in the moment, I was literally just playing with those people. Like I didn't know why Mike left. I didn't know what was happening. And then I got Mike back, and then everybody was like, yeah, that dude. And I'm like, wait, which dude? What happened? Yeah. I don't know why Mike even sat down. It's like
that's not working. Get my friends back.
I missed him calling Mike out on that name. Like I didn't hear it. And then when Mike said you can come up here and do it, I was like, wait, what is happening? And then this guy, I was like, this ain't the guy. Because he's not entertaining at all.
No. Well, even the prices were going down too.
Well, yeah, because you felt the room die. It just like,
and even we were getting bored. We were like, okay, well, I guess that was that.
Right, like no. And then I was like, I gotta get back in here somehow. How do I get back in here? I'm just gonna put the headset back on.
Well, public speaking is scary enough, but public reading, and I can't speak. I can't see to even know what I'm reading, and then add like Latin names over fish I don't know. Like,
yeah, we're gonna find out if I can speak. I got this talk on Thursday that I got to do, so we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna wear my dragon outfit. It makes me feel confident, and anything to add to my confidence level is helpful. So
yeah.
I'm going to have my coffee and my confidence and my dragon outfit, and I'm going to tell people how to live their best lives and why I want to breed ropefish. That's what I'm going to do.
And usually, like, when I'm extra nervous is because I care, and I just, usually when you start talking, all the stuff that you want to talk about comes out anyway. And if I don't know it, someone will help me. But you know everything there is about ropefish.
I don't know everything there is about ropefish, or else I'd know how to get them to breed, Carrie.
Yeah, but it's in there somewhere. You're gonna. What's gonna happen is you're gonna be watching something stupid, or you're
just gonna come to me.
Walk, and all of a sudden you're gonna see something, and everything's gonna click in, and you'll be like, "Why didn't I think of that before?"
Oh man, what's going on in this chat?
I'm not sure.
It's getting pretty crazy in there.
Is it? I have not. Lurker gang.
DMC's in here looking for my baby tears again.
Yeah, he said hi that he wasn't going to be able to stop by earlier.
Right.
And so, welcome, DNC.
Some old guy's going to come out of the woodwork with all the answers. That's what happens, man. You'll just be at a fish club, and then all of a sudden some guy from the back who's never said a word in his life is like, actually. Yeah. Like, whoa.
Some of those hallway conversations are life-changing.
Right.
And you're like, I just wanted to say hi, and you solved all my problems.
Right, like say that one more time. Oh my gosh. And then light bulb.
Yeah. That's how that ecology class was. Everything I just was sitting there listening, and all of a sudden it was just like, that all makes sense now.
I love it when stuff clicks.
And
you're just like, oh. It's the best thing ever.
It's nice when that happens to me every so often.
It's rare, but it happens.
Some of my bright ideas aren't always the brightest.
Yeah, but they're a lot of fun to try to
execute. Looking back, I'm like, that made so much more sense in my head.
Right?
You know, like me trying to hatch baby brine shrimp. All the steps that works out great in my head, but the execution, there's something not quite working.
I can do it. I just get so like sidetracked. and then I don't reset it, and then I run out of them, and then whatever. It's just a big pain in the rear.
Yeah. Yeah. But I feel like it would be a really great source of food.
They are an amazing source of
spent
food.
like way too much money on supplies that I didn't think, like I thought I needed them, but in reality I didn't really need them. I needed to give it a shot again and
I've done
again and again.
I used to do that a lot.
Uh-huh.
You used to be like, let me, what's,
Yeah.
what's,
This sounded, this was cooler in the store.
Yeah, my whole thing is like, you know that things like that aren't possible, and then you read the back of like some bottle of chemicals, and it's like, this will fix all your problems, and you're like, well, I need that, and you put it in your car, and it doesn't fix any of your problems.
No, half the stuff I use Easy Green and Prime a lot. Stress coat every so often, but now I've just honestly been cutting a little bit of aloe off an aloe plant and just kind of mixing it in with the water, and that works just as well.
Same thing.
I just keep a bunch of aloe upstairs, and I'll mix it with some of those leaves if I get a sick one. Sometimes I'll do salt depending on the issue. Usually I'll stick with more of salt with ick, but every once in a while I'll have something.
I don't generally do any medicating in my fish room unless I know for certain what I am dealing with and what I want to treat it with. Like when my puffers got ick, they got treated with Hikari Ick X. That's what I like to use. I think it works. I used it. It worked. Blah, blah, blah. But, like, I had Hydra in that tank, right? In that 36 gallon. And I'm not 100% confident how to actually treat Hydra.
Yeah.
So I didn't.
Yeah. Sometimes I just kind of sit back and wait, and I'll just put some tannins in the water, and tannins and aloe. The only thing, if I know if it's ick for sure, that one I kind of can spot better than I used to. That I'll deal with the salt, but usually I'll just put aloe, some leaves, and just separate it and watch, because I'm not sure.
Yeah, if I don't know what's wrong,
I don't.
Katapa leaves.
Yeah,
like,
I don't.
I'm like, oh, you look a little bit sick. I don't really know what's wrong with you. Here's 20 Katapa leaves.
Well, my knife fish, when my knife fish got sick, they told me at the fish store. I called every vet in the state, and no one knew. But my knife fish got sick, and its eye was all swollen and red and awful, and it just was looking white, like instead of black. It was just, and they said put some copper stuff in the water, but it's scaleless fish, and they don't like copper. Well, I didn't know that till after the fact, so I made everything worse. And then that's when I started just sticking with some aloe and some katapa leaves, because it slowly got better enough to put it back in the arowana tank, but it's still, I don't know, it eventually passed away, but I think it had more to do with that dang pleco than the arowana. But it took, 2 months? It was separated for like 2 months, and we just kept using leaves and aloe, and it slowly got a little bit better, but it still it didn't look as good as it once was. But
some damage you can't fix.
You gotta cut it right.
Some damage you just can't fix.
No. And you always feel bad, but
like that Denison Barb over there that's blind. Somebody ate his eyeballs. I can't fix that. But I can make sure he eats, and he has other friends to follow around, and they're all pretty happy. So I mean, live your best life, dude.
Fish diseases are fascinating to learn about when you're not experiencing them.
Right.
But I don't know enough about it. Usually I just leave it alone. But if I ever do get into grad school, the grad school that I have, there's a couple classes in fish diseases that I just want to take so bad.
I am about to get a microscope, hopefully, and that is going to be my thing. Von Lurker wants to know where they can find Acrenum natans. I got mine from Dustin from Dustin's Fish Tanks. That is the only person that I know of that has brought in Acrenum natans into this country in forever. I have never seen them in anyone else's list of stuff that they offer. So I got mine from Dustin, Dustin's Fish Tanks, fishtanktv.com, dustinsfishtanks.com. It's a good guy. He'll make you a good deal. I don't know if he has any left. But that's where I got one.
He's got a good selection. He's my next one on the list that I want to try all of his plant juice. I believe it's plant juice.
Yeah, growth juice.
Growth juice.
Yeah, I've got
a bunch
some
of
of
different
that. I
plants.
use it in between water changes. But that creminitans, that's like my holy grail plant. That's like I love that plant. And I waited and waited and waited forever for Dustin to get them in. And then as soon as I saw him get another
Those
shipment,
are
I was
mine.
like, give me the creminitans.
My favorite plants are whatever you guys put out video wise that say this is my new favorite plant. I'm like, those are really cool. I'm slowly getting it down, but I know probably like the easier level beginner type plants. That's what I'm sticking with. That's what I'm doing good with.
I try to stick with stuff that's pretty easy to grow. Like if I can't grow it in my shop lights, then I really don't want to be growing it in my fish room.
Yeah.
But there's also something to be said for tank depth, because something that I can grow in a 50 low boy with a shop light, you may not be able to grow in a 40-gallon breeder with a shop light. So it's kind of relative, but I love it.
Yeah. I've gotten more shop lights because you've gotten shop lights.
Dude, these things are awesome.
I have on this, I don't know if you can see it back here. Like I have these that are clamped.
Yeah.
Those.
Yeah.
And then I have 2 Fluval lights. So I have kind of from every up and down.
So the only thing I will say about these shop lights is that they are more in the yellow spectrum versus the white spectrum.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that I don't necessarily love 100% about them. I wish they were slightly more white than yellow.
Does it affect, I feel like the only reason I like the white one better is because it's just brighter. It brightens up your tank. But does it do anything? Because
I don't think it does anything different
like
for
red,
the
don't they?
Yeah.
Don't the plants like the red spectrum? So if it's
Red
a
and
little
blue.
less blue, the blue too. Okay. Because I knew about the red.
Yeah. Like that AI prime. So this tank behind me, that's an AI prime light.
Yeah.
And I can like mess with the spectrum on. That's like a $300 light.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I love that light, but I am not smart enough to dial this light in to not have this much algae in a puffer tank. Because the problem is the puffers eat half a snail, and then they don't eat the rest of it, and then algae happens, and I can't. It's just driving me nuts.
Yeah. Yeah. One of the bad tanks I have, it's a no filter tank. You would really like it, but there's some algae in there. But the shrimp, I leave it alone because of the shrimp. But I had pea puffers in there for a while, and they would kind of do the same thing. And then I would never get it clean enough because you
can't balance it.
Yeah, because it's only 5 gallons, and you can't always take that much water out all the time. So
not only that, but that you're never gonna get all the scraps up from the snails. Like they eat those. If they would eat the snail, it would be different. But they just try to peck it out of its shell, which is why I think that for certain puffers, feeding shells or feeding crunchy things isn't even a requirement because they're not even eating the crunchy part anyway. So whatever.
Well, I know with these new Splendens, they're the butterfly ones. I can't remember the name of them.
Amica?
Yeah, that one.
Amica Splendens.
I got them. And they were really late. So when I got here, I kind of panicked and just threw them in a tank, not the tank that I originally kind of wanted to put them in there. And they cleaned up the tank nice. They ate all the Corydoras. They ate all the snails. They
can be kind of mean.
Yeah, they kind of can. But I moved them over to a 55 gallon. That's the tank I was texting you the other day about what in the world is substrate. So I layered it with dirt. And then I had the 2 5 gallons that were empty because of the beta. So I threw that substrate in there. Then I put the Fluval stratum over there. And then I put the paver sand over that.
Substrate lasagna.
Yeah.
Just call that substrate lasagna.
I was like, if I can't choose, just add all of it. And put a few plants in there that they're small. And they immediately dropped some fry. So there's some new babies in there. But
yeah, just be careful because they're evil. Goodians are evil.
In there. They're the only ones in there, and the only ones I'm planning on putting in there. But they're really pretty. But dang, they
They're mean, man.
They're something.
I got a few of them. I bought a bag at an auction one time, and I didn't have a tank for them, and so Lucas wanted them, so he took them from me and put them in quarantine. But he put them all together in quarantine, and they managed to kick each other's butts.
Yeah.
And he killed enough of them that I was like, I'm not taking them, and then he sold them at an auction, and I was like, okay, I don't know.
I lost one, but it was the one. It was it was really crooked spined, so I'm sure it had
on its way out anyways.
But that was the only one I lost, and I was like, dang, for being lost in the mail for 2 weeks. And the 2 plecos he sent in there just as kind of like a thank you gift. When I took them out of the bag, I thought they were just gone. There was no water in there. It was kind of sludgy. I was like, I was just going to throw it in the trash. I was like, I'll double check. And that pleco, no joke, I opened the bag. It jumped out of the bag. It was like, something save me.
Right.
And they both lived too. And I was like, dang, this is amazing.
The creme de tans is sold out. Yeah, I kind of thought it was. Somebody said, John Larson said puffers need to file down their teeth. That's why they need the hard stuff. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think they all need to file down their teeth.
Yeah, like, those pea puffers don't.
They say that you need to watch it with the pea puffers and all that. And I'm like, my Shodentai puffers back here, I've never seen a problem with their teeth. They never actually crunch through a snail shell. They just eat the snail out of the shell. They're living their
best life.
Right, and I've never had a problem with it. So, well, yes, I understand that, like, if you have a Mabu puffer or a Fajapa puffer, you have to feed that thing clams or snails or something hard because its beak grows very fast. I don't think that's the case with the small puffers. Yes, Jaden, how can I help you? Well, you're going to have to wait because I got to wrap this up. And then
we're going to wrap it up so she can go get some tea.
Yeah. I don't know what you're going to pick up, but go sit over there and wait.
Something good and gooey.
Okay, Skittles. Okay.
But thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me on. Yeah. Sorry, my life is crazy.
It's real. It's real life.
Yeah, I can't be anything other than real because my life is just all right out there.
That's the reason I'm so behind on videos because
it's crazy.
But I'll get it done. I always do.
Yeah, you will. We'll be all right.
Thank you for being here, and I believe my mind just went blank. Bank. Yeah.
It's Friday night, so stay fishy Friday.
Yeah, there's some
Ohio Fish Rescue.
Yeah, that one. I was like, oh my gosh, I was gonna give them go check out their live stream next, and I forgot.
Yeah, they should be alive already at this point. They usually go at 7. So
check them
Science
out.
Gal Aquatic raid on Ohio Fish Rescue.
And I will see you guys next week for another chat. Thanks, guys. Yeah.